Hello, Alan Reid from Heart Square, here to talk to Carl Grieves from Silverbear about TechSmart. Carl, great to see you. We're delighted you're doing TechSmart this year.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Alan. Nice to be here.
Great. So, Silverbear are very active in the membership space with Microsoft Dynamics. You're talking to a lot of people. What pressures are you seeing that membership bodies are under, and how are you responding to that?
Okay. I think there's probably three areas where we support our customers, the organizations we work with. I think first and foremost they're trying to justify the membership and monetize some of those offerings to their members, so we can support them in that area. Second area is certainly the whole digital transformation. So how do they digitize the products and services that they're offering to their members, to give their members the ability to consume those more so in a digital framework. And thirdly, we work with a number of organizations now where they're offering more flexible memberships.
Sure.
So the platforms we provide allow their members to upgrade, regrade, downgrade wherever they are in their career at that particular point in time. So more flexible models. Well, certainly from a competitive point of view, I think there are new entrants coming into the market from time to time. It's no bad thing necessarily for membership organisations or for organisations like us, because you need to keep on top of your game in that respect.
Toes,
yeah, indeed. With regards to the budgetary challenges organisations have, we work in great detail with organisations before they come on board to ensure that we can provide real value, real efficiencies in deploying the new platform, so to help them save costs in that respect. We also have an approach as well, which is very much a product-led, agile-based delivery model that allows organisations to control their costs, and it allows them to release value into their organisations quickly. So in many respects, the days of defining a project and delivering a project in its entirety are kind of long gone for us. We deliver iterative solutions around the business, so we can realise value quite early with the organisations we work with.
So does that go to the heart of how you differentiate yourselves from other providers in the sector? It's more Microsoft Dynamics, but more product-led.
So certainly from our point of view, how do we perform? So product-led, agile engagements is one differentiator, we believe. The second is we have a product, so we're very much, wherever possible, helping organisations to understand what our product offers, reducing the amount of configuration and customization that might be needed in order to adopt the solution. So wherever possible, keeping organisations to standard technologies.
How much would you agree that a platform-based project is or isn't more or less risky than a more traditional system in 2016 going into 2017?
Okay. So I absolutely agree with you. 5 or 6 years ago, a number of projects were hard-earned, both between the membership organisation and providers like us. I think Microsoft Dynamics as a platform has matured immensely over the course of the last few years, so that helps greatly with integrations and usability and user adoption and those areas. So certainly the projects are easier won now in terms of releasing value back to the organisations. A number of customers, pretty much all of the customers we work with, are actually migrating away from a more traditional legacy client-server type application set. So membership organisations have matured in their thinking, we've matured in our thinking, Microsoft have matured in terms of the capabilities and usability of the platform. So yeah, I could understand a few years back why they were deemed to be high risk, but they're much less risk now than they were then. And I think that's testament to other providers coming into the market as well.
Yeah, I can see. What we're seeing ourselves as Heart Square is that yes, providers are getting more mature. They're getting a much deeper understanding of what a sophisticated membership body would require, and are responding to that. But at the same time, we're also seeing that what those membership bodies are seeing as a minimum set is much more sophisticated than it ever was before. It's no longer enough just to meet the needs of the membership team. Now you've got people running around with devices. You've got stakeholders who won't accept any training, but they demand access to the data.
Yeah.
So more channels, more audiences. How does Silverbear support all of that?
Well, I think that works well for us because the solution that we've built is built on a platform. That platform can be rolled out across an organisation. So we find very much now that our solution doesn't just touch a membership team or an events team or a finance team. It touches the entire organisation.
Yeah.
So I think that plays again back to the fact that this is much more of a platform decision now, whether it's Microsoft Dynamics or whether it's Salesforce.com or perhaps something different. But they're strategic decisions, they're platform purchases, and they're used right across the organisation.
Still, we're seeing on projects, one of the major areas of struggle, of risk on a project is in the area of integration.
Yeah.
So that might be integration to the finance system, which is perhaps not the most complicated set of integration requirements, but perhaps more interesting is the integration to the website.
Yeah.
What models does Silverbear offer in terms of website integration?
Yeah.
And how do you manage to reduce the risk of that for a client project?
Okay. So over the course of the last 6-7 years, we've integrated into probably most and all things that membership organisations want us to integrate into. From a finance system point of view, we've productized a lot of the integrations that we've built over the years for clients, so we can repurpose them easily now into new customers. So that controls the scope and the cost of deploying those kinds of integrations. Similar with websites as well. I mean, we work with a specific CMS, a Microsoft-backed CMS called DNN. So we can provide a member portal in the CRM solution very easily.
Is that .NET Nuke?
.NET Nuke,
Yes.
as it used to be called,
Yes.
now called DNN. So we have a productized integration between the portal and the CRM, so that's easy to put in, easy to deploy. With regards to integration into public sites, we've worked with pretty much all of them now. So again, similar to the work we've done with finance systems, once we've built it once, we can repurpose it for other organisations. That therefore de-risks the delivery and reduces the cost of those integrations for customers coming on board now.
So just going back to the website integration, you said you have I think you said a ready-made portal through .NET Nuke.
Yeah, we do. Yep.
What does that mean for a client that's already got their website? Does that mean that you're aiming to replace that to fit within the website? How does that translate?
Yeah, so if they have a public website, then we would just plug our portal into that site. We would offer single sign-on, so from a member's point of view, there's a single experience. They only log in once, they get the dynamic content and the member self-service functions that they need, and that's it.
Okay.
Really, just snaps in
Great.
these days, yeah, which is good.
So Carl, as we've talked about, there's a lot of competition in the marketplace.
Yeah.
So imagine you're a CEO of a membership organization or a CIO. You're considering Microsoft Dynamics. Why would you consider Silverbear particularly? How do you differentiate yourselves?
Okay, that's a good question. So firstly, I don't underestimate how difficult it must be for a CEO or a CFO or CIO to make a decision in this sector. Because of that, I believe we provide an unprecedented level of detail and clarity through the process. Our product-led engagement leads to that in terms of requirements capture, commercial frameworks for the long term. We also serve up our product in a trial instance to any client before they engage, so they know exactly what the product is and what the product isn't. So we support those board, the trustees in that way. Second to that, we do have a product approach to this. So in the nicest possible way, we're not providing something bespoke for the organisation, so that de-risks it, makes them feel more comfortable. Thirdly and importantly, we also are very open with regards to all of the organisations we work with. So there's a community of Silverbear membership clients. They're all on our website. We can introduce C-level execs to our clients, so they can go and find those clients themselves. So we're very transparent, and that hopefully gives them the comfort they need. Okay.
So you're doing a TED Talk this year at TechSmart.
Yeah.
Are you delivering it personally? Is it one of your colleagues?
So one of our colleagues is delivering it, who has expertise in the area. And we're talking about bots.
Bots.
And we are talking about the death of, not the death of, but yeah, perhaps the death of native apps. So from our point of view, there's an exciting technology opportunity coming down the line. In 2017, 280 billion apps will be downloaded. Okay. And it's becoming harder and harder for membership organizations to have their content served up in an app of their members' choosing. So from our point of view, we're making a talk about how native apps aren't the way forward.
So it's quite futuristic. So you're saying this is the next step.
This is the next step. This is now and next year and the year after that.
Great.
Absolutely.
So of course you're saying, for instance, maybe a few years ago the big challenge or the next step then was integration to your website. You feel like you've tackled that one. This is the next step.
I think so, yeah, absolutely. I think over the last few years a number of membership organizations have gone and built a very specific app to allow their members to consume content. What we're advocating now is actually not to do that, but to utilize the apps and the kind of open frameworks that things like Facebook and LinkedIn provide. And that's all delivered through the technology of bots. So yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Sounds tremendously futuristic. Really looking forward to it.
That should be good, yeah.
Great. Okay, Carl, thanks a lot for making the time to see us, and really looking forward to seeing you at TechSmart. Thank you.
Thank you.